Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another review slash first impression slash tutorial video on the Mermaid palette. This is from KG Beauty. And I have had this for a while, but I've never actually used it. I think I pre-ordered it in like February and it came in March or April, I can't remember. And I think I may have swatched the colors, but I never actually used it, so I thought that this would be fun. You know, unicorns and mermaids and everything is like a big trend right now, so I figured this would be fun. I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen this around on the internet more because it really is an interesting and very pretty colorful palette. So this palette is from KG Beauty. It is in stock right now and it retails for $40. So you get 9 eyeshadows and it says $1 of each palette goes to the Marine Mammal Center. So that's really cool. So the palette looks like this. It's cardboard, it's magnetic, and the first thing you see when you open it up is this gorgeous illustration of a mermaid. That is just beautiful. And the shades are really pretty as well. So let me do some swatches for you real quick. Okay, so here are the swatches. So first up you have Moonbeam, which is just a really pretty white shimmery color with some gold reflex in it. Next up is Sienna. This is a matte kind of orangey yellow color. It's super creamy. Then you have Soul, which is this really pretty metallic kind of coppery color. Another really creamy smooth color. Then you have this one, which is Tall Tales. This is definitely my favorite in the palette. It's just this really pretty bright fuchsia pink with kind of a blue shift to it. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. Then this one is Call Me On My Shell Phone, which is my favorite name of all time now. And then this one is Fantastic, which is kind of more of a satiny color, and it's just this really gorgeous wash of green. It's very pretty. This one right here is Aquamarine. It is insane. This one, I swear, was just one swipe of my finger, and it was all this pigment. I mean, it's just a great color. This one right here is Vitamin C. It's kind of similar to the purple one. Both of them, they just need a little bit of building, but they're very beautiful colors. And last but not least is Kelp. This one, again, just like Sienna, it's the other matte color in the palette, and it's just really creamy and buttery and very easy to work with. I used this a lot, and this was awesome. Okay, try to wipe these off some before I get it on my shirt, because that would happen. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this very colorful mermaid eye using this mermaid palette, just keep watching. Alright guys, so as you can definitely see, I went for the more purpley, pinky, green, blue tones. I pretty much used everything except for these two colors up top, so maybe I'll have to do another look with those, but I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out, or at least is almost finished turning out. I've already primed my eyelid with my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I just set it with some translucent setting powder, and then as you can see I put some tape just so I can keep a nice crisp line. I actually kind of did this one before I did my makeup, so I just used a makeup wipe to clean it up, so you can also go that route, but I wanted to kind of get the rest of my face on before I started filming this so it wouldn't take forever. So I'm going to start off with this light color called Moonbeam. This is just a very shimmery white with kind of like a little golden shift to it. And I'm going to kind of just work this above the crease. You know, it'll kind of act as a brow bone highlight too, so you can just very softly go up to the top. We're going to blend a lot of it away anyways. So next up I'm going to go into Aquamarine, this really very pretty aqua teal color. I'm going to start buffing that into the crease, but also above the crease to get a good bit of that shadow to come through. And then flare out on the side. And you do want this to come down onto your lid on the outer corner as well. Okay, so next up I'm going into Fantastic, which is a green color. This one is not quite as metallic. It seems like it's more of a satin color. And I'm just going to be a little bit more concentrated with this one, right into the crease. And then I want to take just a denser blending brush, go back into Fantastic, and really amp up the color on that crease so that it really stands out. Okay, well, and I can already see the fallout, even with the tape. Next up, I'm going to go into Kelp with that same dense blending brush. This one has a ton of powder when I use this one, so be very, very careful before Mermaid's getting all dirty with all the powder I keep knocking off on her. And I'm just going to very gently and very lightly work this right into the socket. We just want there to be some nice depth there, and since we are going to kind of do a half cut crease, I want the color to be intense. I'm just going to kind of pat this on the lid because I'm going to blend a couple of more shades on top of it, so I just need the depth and the color. Okay. That'll be fun to fix. Okay, so now I want to add just a little bit more blue just to kind of make it a bit more teal. So I'm going to dip into Vitamin C, which is this deep blue color. And I'm going to very gently work that into the socket as well, kind of on top of that dark kelp color, just to make it a bit more blue-green instead of green. And then I'm going to take kind of my fluffy brush, go back into Vitamin C, and go over the corner and slightly through. That should be about what I need for now. I'm just going to kind of clean my brush off and just very gently go over that line just to soften it out a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna have to clean up the under eye with some concealer. Okay, so now to make the more cut crease, we're going to take some concealer just on the back of my hand, like so. I'm using the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer in the shade Ivory. And I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand and take a clean, flat brush and just get that concealer and just take it and cut the crease out. So for me, for my eyes, they have a lot of like wrinkle to them, so I kind of have to tug them a little bit. Just kind of really sharpening up that inner corner and right underneath. And if you need to go back in with more, you can. I'm just kind of starting light. Alright, and just open your eyes, see how it works with the shape of your lid, and fix it if you need to. Alright, so next up I'm going to take just a flat brush and go into Tall Tales. This color is gorgeous. It is this kind of fuchsia pink with a blue shift. I mean, it's probably my favorite color in the entire palette. Right up to that crease that we made. And I'm going right to the side where the green meets. And we're gonna kind of do some blurring of colors where that meets. So since I didn't wet the brush, I'm just gonna kind of give it like a patting little second coat just to make sure that it really stands out. Now what I want to do is take some of this purple. This is Call Me on My Shell Phone. I love it. Okay, take some of that and we're going to just kind of work this right where the colors meet. So this kind of outer corner is going to be this blur of purple, green, and blue. I promise it'll look good when it's all over. And you can kind of bring the purple a little bit down at a diagonal, you know, where the Tall Tales shade is. And just kind of go back and forth till you're happy with it. I think I'm going to add a little bit more blue into it. Take a little bit more of the iridescent color right up here, because I want it to be more of like an angle that it cuts off. And then the last thing I want to do, because you know when I did the cut crease, I feel like I took it a little bit higher than I wanted to, just to see how it's lower on this other eye. So I'm just going to go back in with Kelp, just because it's the darkest color, it will stand out the easiest. And I'm just going to very lightly bring my line down a little bit lower. This is just a soft cut crease, it's not a sharp one. I just want all these colors to just kind of blend together nicely. Okay, and then I'm just going to lightly run the blue vitamin C color over the top of it, just to keep it with that blue-green shade. Alright, check your handiwork against the other side. I feel like maybe I should blend a little bit more. So I'm going to clean off my brush, dip back into Fintastic, and very lightly blend through here. So I feel like, and I'm going to dip back into Aquamarine too. I feel like the other eye is just a bit brighter in the blue-green department. Alright, next what I want to do is just add a little bit of that Moonbeam white color to both sides, because I definitely brushed it away on the other side too. Just to kind of add that lightness. And then what I did on the other side was I took that Moonbeam and just patted it on the inner corner and brought it up. So I'm going to take my flat brush again and go into Moonbeam. And I am just bringing this very far into my inner corner, and I'm bringing it up onto the lid. Right on the inner corner. I'm just kind of letting it blend down. And bring it a little bit under. Alright, so check to see if they're even. Now for the tape. And I already know that even though I put tape down, I'm going to have to do a little cleanup, which is disappointing, but that's life. So I'm just going to touch up my concealer real quick. Okay, so the last thing I want to do is just take a cleaned off dense blending brush and just very gently soften up that edge a little bit. Alright, I'm just going to do my other wing and mascara off camera. I feel like you guys have seen me do that enough now. Okay guys, so I went ahead and just added some mascara, and I went ahead and did lashes for a change. I just thought this was kind of a really fun pair to go with this really crazy mermaid look. They were definitely not your typical everyday pair of lashes, and I figured that went perfectly with this look. So, okay, so now we're going to finish off the lower lash line. So I want to kind of bring a little bit more of the purple into the look, so if I can find it. Okay, so I'm just going to take my flat angled brush and spray it with some setting spray. And then I'm going to go into Call Me On My Shell Phone, my favorite name of all time. And then I'm just going to put that all along the lower lash line. And I want to leave the inner corner with that kind of bright white, so I'm not going to go too far in. Okay, and then just for fun, I want to take, let's see, I think I'll just do a little bit of the iridescent color. So I'm just going to go back into Tall Tales with a little pencil brush. And I'm just going to gently run that right underneath this color. Then I'm just going to go back in with the flat brush that I used originally on this Moonbeam color, and I just want to make sure that it's nice and connected on the under eye, so I'm just going to kind of brush it under. Okay, so since we've got such a bold lash going on up top, I want to put some black in my waterline. I'm just going to use my Lottie London AM to PM liner. If you watched my review, you know this stuff is awesome. It will literally stay in your waterline all day long. And it's just like ink. Now I'm just going to add a light coat of mascara to the lower lash line. Alright, so for blush, I want to go in with the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. Okay, so for highlights, since we are extra colorful and a little bit out there today, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Rainbow Highlighter. And I'm going to just pick up all the colors. So I'm just going to kind of take my fan brush and swirl it all the way through and get everything. For lips, I think I want to go a little neutral since we've got so much color going on. So this is the Makeup Monsters Liquid Lipstick in Holy Grail. This is kind of a shimmery pale nude. I think it'll be really pretty with this look. So that's the Holy Grail color, and I want to make it a little bit glossier though, so I'm going to use this all glossed up hydrating lip stain from Hard Candy. And that's it! Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Overall, you know, I liked this palette. I mean, it's fun. I mean, I bought it because it's a mermaid palette, so it's just gimmicky, and I love that. You know, but I was able to get a really pretty fun look out of it, and I could probably do a bit more of a wearable look. I really do want to try something using this sienna color, so maybe I'll try that next time. So I think if you love mermaids or if you love just really fun, colorful looks, this palette would be great for you. And this packaging is just gorgeous. I mean, I can't help it. I love this mermaid. I want her framed on my wall. So yeah, I'm happy with my purchase. I'll probably use it occasionally because obviously I don't wear colors like this all the time. But yeah, if you want to get it, check it out at kgbeauty.com. So that's all for this review and tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below if there's other palettes you want me to try out or other looks that you'd like me to create. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye guys.